Ellen, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Kiss the Girl from Disney's The Little Mermaid on the guitar. Here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this video today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I have 5 different chord shapes to show you to play through this song. The first one's going to be our C chord, which looks like this and sounds like this. By the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner course right here on YouTube, so check that out right here. Our next chord is kind of an optional chord, so if you put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of your G string, that is a variation of C, that's our C7 chord. But I'm going to go ahead and label this as an optional chord, so if you find this hard to do, you could always just play your C chord wherever you see a C7. Now the next chord shape is our G chord. And then after that is another variation of G, which is our G7 chord. But just like our C7 chord, if you find this chord shape hard to play or uncomfortable, you can always swap it out for just your regular G wherever you see a G7 throughout this song. And the last chord shape I want to show you is our bar chord F. And then again, if bar chords is something that you're struggling with, you could actually replace this with an F over C chord shape that looks like this. So you could play this instead of the barred version of F throughout this song. But anyways, those are the 5 chord shapes you need to know to play this song. So if you're a beginner or unfamiliar with any of these chords, make sure to pause the video and just take a few minutes to memorize the chord shapes, as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it will make learning the rest of the song so much easier. And if transitioning between chord shapes fast enough is something that you're currently struggling with, I would recommend checking out my Practice With Me series, where we build the skill together in real time. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the strumming pattern for this song. So if you are a beginner or somebody who struggles with singing and playing guitar at the same time, the first thing I would recommend you do is start with a practice pattern. So all you want to do is bring up this song and play a single down strum for every chord change that you see throughout the song, and just practice singing with it to make sure you know where those chords are going to change. So here's a quick example of what I mean. There you see her, sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. Alright, so you would basically want to just do that for the entire song and really get to know where those chords are going to be changing, like what word you're singing and things like that. And this is actually something you can do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I'll make sure to link that in the description box down below. So my recommendation for a full strumming pattern for this song, as you can see, is just down, down, up, down, up. So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit and talk about this rhythm. Alright guys, so we are going to be in an 8th note pattern today, so this is how we're going to count out this strumming pattern. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Alright? And so the way we're going to apply this to the song is that we're going to play this pattern 2 times through for every chord in the verses, and then we're going to play the pattern 1 time through for every chord in the choruses. Now there is going to be one exception to this rule, which is in the very first 2 lines of every verse. It goes from C to C7. So let me go ahead and bring up verse 1 so you can see what I'm talking about. When you go from C to C7, you are going to hold that C chord out for 3 strumming patterns, and then the C7 is going to get 1, but then the rest of the verse, you're going to repeat the pattern twice for the rest of the chords. So 1 time through the verse would sound like this with the guitar. We have C, twice, 3 times, C7, F gets twice, 2, C, repeat, G7, twice, C, twice, you got it. There you see her, and that's gonna apply for all of the verses throughout this song. Hey, in addition to the printable guide we've been looking at, did you know I also offer customizable backing tracks, polls for what songs you want to learn next, and even video chats if you're having trouble? You can unlock all these perks and more if you become a patron, which helps me grow my channel and make more videos just like this one. Or if Patreon's not your thing, you can still help me out a lot by giving me a thumbs up and leaving a comment below to help me reach more people in YouTube's recommendations. It only takes a second, but it makes a huge difference. So thanks so much, and let's get back and do it. Now, if we take a look at the chorus, like I said earlier, we're just gonna do this pattern one time through per chord in the entire chorus. So with the guitar, it'll sound like this. We've got C, And so that's how you would play it through for all of the choruses. And with that, you just have verses and choruses to play through the entire song. Now, one cool little thing that you can do that I think kind of adds to the kind of islandy feel of this song is on this strumming pattern for that first down strum, instead of strumming the entire chord, something I like to do is just use my pick and just pick the bass note of each chord shape. So for C, that'd be our 5th A string. And then you want to finish out the rest of the pattern. So we'd have pick, down, up, down, up. All right, pick, down, up, down, up. I think it sounds a lot more kind of like just bouncy and a little bit more character to it. So basically, if we had that, it would sound more like this. Obviously with your F chord, you'd be picking the low E string, and same with the G. All right? But basically, that's how I would suggest playing the strumming for this entire song, and I think it sounds really good. So again, don't forget to pause the video and just take as much time as you need to really get this strumming pattern under your belt and kind of internalize it. That'll make it a lot easier to sing on top of. But then when we come back, we can put everything we've learned together to play through the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Want to have fun jamming through the rest of this song with me? Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other fast track and play along guitar tutorials. I'll make sure to leave a link for it in the description box down below. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar vibe, but it's just as fun and easy to play, so I'll see you over there. Bye!